Alright, what's up, guys? It's your boy HoshiWolf. As you can see, I'm doing a stream, and as you see in the title, it's gonna be on Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Um, I feel like I really need to make this stream because I feel like, as of right now, I'm seeing a lot of different takes. I'm seeing a lot of the different people in the content creator spaces, as well as just the general community, saying a lot of different things, and I think partially is due to um what occurred with Sparking Zero. So I think a lot of people have takes that are kind of meshing with a game that hasn't even dropped yet, and that's to me something that needs to be talked about. I'm with the boys. Say what's up, y'all. Wait, actually, let me make sure that y'all can be heard. That's important.
Boys, hold up.
Yo,
We're
man,
making
6
noise.
reset, bro.
All right.
Jump
So,
Force was a classic. Stop the hate.
but yeah, I'm with the boys, Sora, Oracle, and Jesse X. Jesse X is also a YouTuber. He makes videos. Actually, X, you introduce yourself, big dog. Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm too busy being pissed off at Six Sword right now.
Okay, let's not get into that, but like, make yourself known in the stream, bro. What you do? What do you do, Yex?
I just exist.
I just exist.
Yeah, I just exist. I make videos. I have a dead FPS channel. And I haven't posted in like 6 months. 5'8".
So as y'all can see, on the screen itself, I'm going to be watching Bleach Rebirth of Souls gameplay as we talk, because I feel like also I think y'all need to see this, so there's no kind of confusion. Give me one sec. Go live, and we can keep talking on the commentary. All right. So, how do y'all feel so far about the thoughts that the community and the content creators are having within YouTube space for a game that hasn't released yet? How do y'all feel?
Fine for the most part.
Content creators cannot be trusted, man.
Seriously, where's Kaizen at?
I'm dead. What about you, Sora? How do you feel about this current take?
He's getting his 10th milk.
Good.
He's getting his 10th milk bottle.
How do y'all feel about this right now? Well,
Yeah,
Sora,
go get the baby
Don't
formula.
trust some content creators, man.
Don't trust anybody that has to go get the baby formula.
see, I'm watching this right now,
Good.
and I'm seeing that because I'm hearing a lot of people say, and this isn't exclusively to content creators. This is just in general. I'm seeing a lot of people say that Bleach Rebirth of Souls is an arena fighter. I don't see, like, as you can see in the gameplay that is being played right now, there's nothing being used for it to be an arena. There's no way for them to hide behind anything.
An arena fighter, a traditional fighter does not allow your character to completely do a 360 and turn around. An arena fighter does. In Bleach, you cannot completely turn around. You are constantly facing your opponent. It is a traditional fighting game.
Basically.
A traditional fight.
I'm saying there's no like heavy stuff.
Like there's literally no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like it's a traditional fighter.
I mean, looking at this gameplay with Grimjow versus Ichigo, you can clearly see that they've been facing each other the entire fight. There's no moment of them, like in Sparking Zero or in Storm Connection, where they are able to hide behind something, be 50 million meters away from each other, any of the sort. They're literally within fighting range, have been facing each other the whole time, and is giving classic Tekken type of fighting gameplay. Now, I'm still relatively new to the FGC, so I'm not gonna make a full-fledged, committed type of in-depth analysis of it. because that just would be impossible because I'm just not that knowledgeable about it. But I'm learning, and as I'm learning more and more terminologies, I definitely feel like it's becoming abundantly clear how different Bleach Rebirth of Souls is compared to the traditional anime games we've seen thus far. I mean,
Nah, bro, the content creator said different.
well, that's why we're here right now. Uh, and I've learned a couple of days about zoning. I've learned a couple of days about footsies. I've learned a couple of days about wave dashing and sabaki and all that other stuff. Even though I've learned that sabaki is an old term, but I'm seeing right now that there is a clear, distinct difference in the way movements go into play. Like you can clearly
It's
see there is a neutral. You can clearly see that there's a punish mechanic. You can clearly see. I'm sorry, I'm watching this too. You can clearly see that they're playing the neutral game. I mean, Sora, do you have any like things you want to add on to this?
Nope, they're facing each other consistently. It's a fighting game.
What you
Period.
mean, bro? It's an anime arena fighter. It's an anime and they're fighting. It's obviously anime arena fighters.
And I feel like the more we go against each other, because I think that's another issue I'm seeing, and that's why I titled this video and I have in the thumbnail as well. We failed this city because we're literally going into this whole thing with a already separated community mindset. And I'm not saying I don't blame y'all. Sparking Zero gave people PTSD. Storm Connection gave people PTSD. But I think to one say things in a way that comes across as having in my opinion, a negative connotated kind of commentary without even giving the game a chance, that's problematic. That doesn't help anybody. And I'm not gonna lie to myself and say that I wasn't one of those people. Initially I was. But I think the more and more I've learned about the game and the more I've seen gameplay, the more I've come to terms with the fact that like part of the reason why the other two games didn't work, regardless of it being an FGC game or not, is because the community is so divided or so divisive. That's a problem. We need to be able to come together as a community and have a whole like a actual commentary that isn't making it seem as if someone's glazing. I'm not even gonna say the word. It's ridiculous. We need to be able to
What
have
you
kind of.
mean, bro? It's the devs' fault. It's the devs' fault.
It's the devs' fault. It's the devs' fault. Also, shout out to Makai saying, I didn't know this was his gameplay, but shout out to him. You should check out his ish. Yeah. Let me see if there's more. There's a better one. There we go. Now, I have a question for y'all, and this is to the chat. What makes you what makes a good what makes a fighting game good?
Fundamentals, balance, frame data,
Tech.
punishing system. Because anime fighters don't have a punishing system. It's just swing until you can't swing anymore. And even if there is a punishing system, it's always scissors beats rock. It's never rock beats scissors. It's the other way around with anime fighters. Because everything is just all over the place. Everybody's just pressing a bunch of buttons, and characters can just do wild shit. So anime fighters have always been known to be rock paper scissors. My paper is gonna beat your scissors. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, basically.
Whereas in the traditional FGC, the reason why people don't like arena fighters from the country club, FGC Country Club,
Well,
is because there is no rock paper scissors system. Like, for example, if Jin throws out a move and I know that it's a negative move, I can punish him. However, in it rock beats scissors, right? However, in an arena fighter, if Goku throws out a move and I throw out if I sidestep him, okay, UI Goku. No matter how much that he matches, if I'm behind him, he should be able to get punished. He can't because he can automatically dodge. That's scissors beating rock. My rock is if my his scissors is I'm gonna mash in neutral. My rock is I'm gonna move out the way so I can go for a punish. His scissors says no, 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 no. This is not how it works. I'm gonna auto dodge and freely turn around, and then I can block in perception, and then I can punish you for trying to punish me. That's scissors beating rock. It doesn't work like that in the regular FGC or in a traditional FGC. That's why people don't like him as much. Who are part of the FGC like community, because I play a lot of fighting games, and I'm pretty sure everybody here plays a lot of fighting games. There's always a punishing system, always. Like if Ken goes for a Shoryuken, that's a DP. DP is like a different term. I should probably describe DP if it's in the game. I doubt it, but
No, go
if
ahead. Describe what DP.
DP is like how do I explain it? All right, so like if I'm blocking and well, no, how do I explain it? So if I'm in neutral, say as if you're Ryu and the other guy is Ken, right? And you guys are fighting in neutral. DP DP is kind of like a get off me move. Like it's not a parry or anything. It's more so kind of like I'm going to wake up and DP. Like basically meaning like I'm going to wake up and do a move. So if I knock Ken down as Ryu and he gets up and does a Shoryuken, that's a DP. He's trying to punish me in neutral for trying to control his neutral. Anime arena fighters don't have DP because it's a little bit too difficult for people who play arena fighters to understand what a DP is or what a counter is. So it's never in the game because that's always just traditional fighters. So if when DP and stuff like that is involved, that's traditional fighters, and all of us in here again can probably attest to that because I know Oracle's played some Tekken. Well, there's not really DP in Tekken. DP is really in Street Fighter, but it's kind of having like the same properties of I'm gonna wake up and try to hit a button, and if I block you, I'm able to kind of just punish you for trying to throw out a button. Or no, Tekken's version of DP is down parry. When somebody tries to hit a down move, when somebody tries to hit a down kick, and I sweep their leg and like punish them for trying to do that, that's their version of a DP. Literally, it's like a parry slash DP, but it's not really like a. It's kind of like in the middle. It's hard to explain, but there's more detail in DP, but like it's kind of hard to get into because it is kind of like a little bit more intricate than that. But yeah, so circling back to what I said earlier, anime fighters don't have that. It's always one button, easy mode. I'm gonna mash, and I'm gonna win in neutral no matter what I do. And coming from FGC, there's no punishing system. There's no back and forth. There's no footsies. You kind of just can do what you want, and when you do what you want, you can win. And yeah, it's just really annoying. But I love anime fighters. I've always played them for years, so I don't really mind them because I love the animes. But well, besides Bleach, I've never seen Bleach. But outside of that, like they're always fun. They're just super easy and
You just can't
really
take it
like
seriously.
annoying.
Do you
just
know
can't take
if
seriously.
Bleach? I'm sorry, Yax. Were you about to say something?
I was gonna say you can't take anime fighters that seriously.
Yeah, you really can't.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, I was gonna say, do we know if Bleach Rebirth of Soul has frame advantages like it does in Tekken?
Yes, it does. That's already been confirmed.
Okay.
So there's
Uh,
frames on the left hand side. We've already seen that. So yes, there
And,
is.
and guys, just so you know, frame advantage is when like who recovers first when a move hits or is blocked, and being able to get control of your character before that your opponent gets control of their character and being able to attack first before the opponent, and within a specific set of frames. So I don't know. Well, I actually I don't even need to say I don't know because I do know. I played the effing game. I know for a fact that Sparking Zero and Storm Connection both have the issue of not having properly set frame advantage. It just, as Sora was saying earlier, you would just do whatever you want. You can mash a
Math
button
harder.
and do whatever you want. Oh F.
Just mash harder, bro.
Literally, you just mash harder. And I'm watching it right now in the Bleach gameplay, and I'm watching right now. They're using frame advantage. They're playing footsies, and they're clearly. I've never seen this ultimate before, guys. Sorry, I'm. This looks cool. Wow, that's actually fire. Unless that's a not an ultimate, but
I will say by seeing the game and how it operates, and they have these FGC like fundamentals, and they have like strike back and counters and blocking. I will say that I feel like supers are going to be pretty strong.
yeah, totally. Yeah.
Only because there's a strike back mechanic. Not a lot of FGCs don't have a strike back mechanic, but like the only reason that's one reason, but another reason is because like when I was watching the gameplay, it's well actually it's not fast to build meter. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's fast to build meter because it really isn't. It's kind of like the same speed as a FGC. But because there's 9 health bars in the game or 9 kompaku or whatever, and just seeing how the characters play, and if they're sticking to that FGC like hardcore, I really like I really feel like supers are gonna be like really strong, especially like when characters awaken. Like, cause like the more I watch, the more it seems like the heavy focus is killing your opponent off of an ultimate or a super. Because 9 times out of 10, that's the way. That's how you soul break them, or that's how you like win in neutral. You go for a soul break, or you're trying to get rid of some kompaku, is by doing an ultimate or doing a super. So, and combos don't really like matter all that much. Like they do. There's combos in the game, but they really don't because the game heavily relies on you doing an ultimate or a super to kill your opponent. FGCs are not like that. You could just kill your opponent off of no matter what you do. I could be proven completely wrong. You could probably kill your opponent off of just attacking them, but so far from what I've seen, that's not the case. So because you have to pull off a super or ultimate, supers and ultimates naturally are going to be very strong, especially when characters are going to awaken. Therefore, in turn, I feel like just watching it and coming from the FGC, I feel like high level gameplay is going to be who can awaken first. Really, I'm gonna be honest. Like it's really going to like I feel like it's really gonna be a rush to awakening, right? Because like awakening is the only like that's your power. That's how you're gonna like settle the kill. You know what I mean? Like that's how you're gonna get it done. Like you have to awaken, and certain characters rely on their awakening in order for them to actually do damage. Because if you awaken as I think Yororichi it was, her ultimate without the awakening does like only 3. Or I think like 2 or 3. But when she awakens, it does like 4 or 5. I wouldn't say 5. It doesn't do 5, but it does like 3 or 4.
it
Like
does
3,
enough
2.
to put a dent in you.
Right, and again, but characters like Toshiro, like he may not hit as hard when he's not awakened, and he's not doing as much damage to your Kompaku when he does an ultimate, but when he awakens, he does. So this game is really going to be a rush to who can awaken first. And then on top of that, if you do awaken, am I going to have the upper advantage in this battle because I'm going to be doing a little bit more damage? Not that I'm saying awakening is going to be OP. I don't think awakening is going to be OP. It doesn't look OP to me
I
because
was
when
watching
characters
it.
go
It doesn't look
awakening,
OP. If
yeah, when
anything, it doesn't even look like it has super armor.
no. When characters go awakening, a lot of them are a little bit slower, so it doesn't look like that it's gonna be super OP. But I'm saying like at higher level, when we're like playing footsies and we're doing all the things that we're doing, like going for a strike back obviously is necessary, but there's no. I don't believe that you will be able to fully win without awakening at least once. Because I know there are characters that have 3 different awakenings, or they have like 2 awakenings. I don't think it would be, or just one. Some of them only have just one. I can't see how it would be possible to win without awakening, because then you're kind of at a disadvantage, especially when you're in the higher level. So
What
that's
do you
just
think?
something I've been thinking about recently. I could be wrong though.
I don't. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty in-depth analysis.
No, I could be completely wrong. It could be completely different than what I'm saying.
Is there? Do you know if this game has V reversals like in Street Fighter, where you can attack while blocking?
Yes, you can. It has a counter. I seen it.
Okay.
There's a strike back, which is kind of like countering,
Okay.
and then there's also like you can block and then punish them off of the block. So yeah.
So guys, it just seems like honestly, and I'm talking the stream right now, it just seems like this game just has so much going for it.
Insane,
I
right?
don't my main reason for making this stream, and if anybody's listening, it is not to poop on other people. It is not to come across as negative. It is not to say that this X, Y, and Z person is wrong. It's just that I don't want us to come together for a game and already come in with the mindset of it losing. And I'm not gonna sit here and say once again that I wasn't one of those people. I think it's very easy to do that, but I think that we need to be honest with each other. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, like Sora just said, like Yex just said, it's an anime game. You can't take it super serious at the end of the day. But at the same time, I still have a certain level of hope that I want to come to fruition because I feel like this has potential to be so much more than what we've seen so far. And it feels like to me, I want to continue to hope that what my thoughts are on the game is true
You just got a $5 donut to call me out. Oh my
up
god!
until release.
Yo,
You
hey, yo, I'm
you fucking
serious
$5
about
donut. You're
that.
fucking lame.
Also, I don't see.
Hold up.
And there's block punish too. Oh my god. Okay, so I do see a couple things though, Sora, where it's like some characters have a longer reach than they should.
Yeah, but a longer reach means that they're gonna have more frames to do their moves.
Yeah. Also, is I'm under the assumption, just like in other FGCs, that with a longer range means that you have a bigger hitbox. Am I wrong?
That's not always the case, but majority of the time, yes. Not always though. 9 times out of 10, if a character is long range, are you talking about like their weapon, or are you talking about
Their
like
weapon, their
guns?
weapon.
If they have a larger weapon, chances are that their frames are going to be higher. So if they have a long range weapon, it takes them longer to wind it up and to attack, which means that they're slower when they're attacking. So those type of characters might lose to rushdowns.
I just was watching what's her name, Rangoku, and she just like was hitting people, and the sword wasn't touching them. I may have to go back and rewatch this. I don't know. I'm also live streaming this, so if you want to see what I'm talking about, I'm gonna go back real quick. Where was it? Okay, I went too far. I'll just play it from the beginning because I missed it. Can you see this, Sora?
Give me 1 second. He's healing? Are you serious?
While you do that, I'm gonna look for the clip. Okay, there it is. Unless that's an area, unless that's an area effect attack.
Not you actually donating money to reply.
Yeah, it just feels like ultimates are gonna be so.
Also, guys, I'm also still looking at because I'm going to go back one more time because I watched this at least. Where is it? 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 I may have gone too far back. It's fine. I'll find it again. Sora, let me know when you're ready.
All right. Damn it, bro. Fuck.
Did it by pressing a button. Yeah.
All right, what are you seeing? What are you doing?
I was about to come up in a sec.
You cannot flex. You get a high rank with a button, bro. That's not skillful. That just shows how dumb the fucking game is.
Where is it?
Hey.
Where is it? Where is it? Okay, right here.
Oh my god.
Not this. The next one. This one. I'm gonna play it in slow mo.
This man is funny.
That might just be an awakening.
You see?
What are you talking about? I didn't see it.
All right, I'll play it one more time.
Which one are you trying to point out to me?
Not this one. The one that's right after this one.
All right.
See, she's
Oh,
in front of him, but her sword's not hitting, and I'm trying to figure out if that's a mechanic of the game where it's an area of an effect because I see this little wind thing at the bottom, or if it's an actual just her. And I would say this is insane. Her reach is so wide or so extended that she's hitting this dude from way over there.
It looks more like an aerial effect, but if it's not, then 9 times out of 10 that it might be the tip of what I've said earlier. Remember how earlier I mentioned that when sword characters are in fighting games, sometimes they'll have a tip, and
Yeah,
usually the tip doesn't always get activated. Like sometimes it's like literally RNG on whether or not the tip will kind of activate, and when the tip activates, that means that they'll do like a little critical hit or whatever, and they'll do a little bit more damage. But I think based off of what I've seen, that looked like an ability. and maybe it's sidesteppable because she is standing still. She's not moving. She can't move. She's standing still. So it might be it might be a move where you can sidestep it.
Hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah, bro. Ultimates and supers are gonna be strong.
I donated to. Yeah.
I do have some expectations for this game, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. Do we know? Like, actually, let me go look if I can find it. But as I'm looking for it, does anybody know if we have like a frame by frame story of the Bleach, or is it like kind of like pieces here and there?
We got people that fully beat the story.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I think it's like the full story in it.
Yeah, PS360 spent 100 hours on the game already.
Nah, Bandai responded by saying, "Oh, really? Nigga snitched on himself.
Oh yeah,
How do you snitch on yourself,
that
bro?"
shit, that was funny.
Now I have yet to see any of the main villains besides Aizen, and I don't know if we are going to be getting a lot of different villains, or I know the roster is very limited as well. And I remember that was another complaint that people were having, which I don't really understand because in
Crazy word.
it's crazy work, yeah. Because in Dragon Ball Striking Zero, the thing is, there's two reasons why the roster was so big. The first reason is because it's trying to be similar to Tenkaichi. Tenkaichi had an immense roster, so obviously they're gonna recreate that same experience from Tenkaichi to Striking Zero. And two, we already know that Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball as a series, honestly, as a whole, has one of the largest amount of a character roster we've ever seen in general. Not even just on a video game scale, but just in general. Bleach has like a max amount of like 60 characters in the actual series, if even that. So we weren't going to get a big roster to begin with, even if we wanted to. Bleach has a specific set of characters. Now they started adding like characters from like the filler episodes, which I don't know, maybe, but I highly doubt that.
I doubt that.
I doubt that highly. Mm. And another thing, I don't think we need. And the only reason I asked about story earlier is because I just was curious, but I think we're also too used to having an anime game giving.
Nigga, fucking six was a clown, bro.
I think we're too used to giving. Wait, one sec. I think we're too used to giving some form of expectation where we want the full story of the anime in a game. We don't need that all the time. I think that really started, keep it a buck, with Storm. Storm really was the anime game that pushed that to the forefront.
I'm telling people Storm 4 was the blueprint.
It was, it was a blueprint, but I also feel like because of that blueprint, we've become way too we have way too much of an expectation for the game to be, hey, where's this specific episode? Where's this specific chapter? Whatever. I'm not saying it should. The developers should be putting in work to try to make the game as immersive as possible, as if you are playing as Ichigo himself and his own story. I'm not saying that, but I think for you to have a full fledged expectation of it to be a 1-to-1 experience, I don't know if that's going to be the case. Looking at the game itself and what we've seen thus far, it does not look like it'd be a 1-to-1 experience. I've been
Probably
told by
same thing.
several content creators that there's gonna be animations, obviously, but there's also gonna be slides. So it's gonna be a mix of both. Oh, look at the villains right there. Uh, so I'm not really sure if we're gonna get like a chapter 1 to chapter 350 type of story. I don't. I'm not sure about all that. Maybe we'll be skipping around like we did at Striking Zero. Maybe we'll get more in depth than what is expected for anime game besides Storm Connection. I'm not really sure. I also think that Demon Slayer did the same thing, right, guys? Demon Slayer did they do a 1-to-1 to the story too, or
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I know they got the Moby, I think.
okay,
The Mugen Train, John.
okay. But my point still stands that like we should not have this expectation of every anime fighting game giving a 1-to-1 story of the anime. That's just I don't know. I don't think we should have that expectation. I think that is honestly setting us up for failure. Sorry. Anyway, I am going to give me 1 second actually.
Sharing the gray.
Logo, who are you playing? Logo, no. Hoshi, who are you playing?
Me, I'm playing Grimjaw.
All right, you're not playing. You're not playing Neo for the plot.
I'm not. Here we go. This guy.
It's the brave track. Y'all are crazy.
Not for the. You're not playing her for the plot.
No, I'm good. I'm good off that. I'm good off that.
Just wanted to make sure.
I appreciate you trying to make sure right now, bro. But nah, I'm chilling. I'm okay. Uh, I'm okay. But yeah, guys, I didn't want to. Actually, you know what? While I have y'all on here, I want to make sure that I'm understanding the information correctly. Because I was told that this is gonna be on PS4 as well, which I don't really know how I feel about that.
Or what, Bleach?
Yeah. So also, guys, the platforms are as follow: PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and Series S, and Microsoft Windows.
I don't know why. It's like if they're gonna put on PS4, not put on Xbox One.
How it's Tamsoft?
That's my thing. Might as well.
I've never heard of Tamsoft before. I don't know who they are.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Oh, they made Taxi Rider? Wow. Yeah, I've never seen, and that's another thing, guys.
Right.
Since this is made by the normal uh developers that we know and are familiar with, I think that's also going to be make it a completely different experience. We already know, we all know who the Storm developers are, right? We all should know that, right?
Good old boys is CC2.
CC2. And we already know the track record that they have. So I think that's another reason why we should be giving these games, honestly, the benefit of the doubt. We need to be giving them the honest benefit of the doubt. But that's about it, guys. This stream is really short. I just wanted to get to the point of the matter. I felt like I feel like I was watching and seeing other content creators saying stuff that really concerned me. Just because I feel like as content creators, we should be trying to uplift each other. And I think it's very easy for us to not do that. I think it's very easy to come in with a negative mindset. I think it's very easy to just, you know, brush things off. And maybe I'm taking this game a little too serious. And I don't like to take games super serious. It's a video game at the end of the day. But I hate when we break things down in a way that makes it seem as if it's just it doesn't make it constructive. It makes it destructive. Is what I'm trying to say. That to me doesn't make that doesn't make any sense. So that's all I really had to say on the matter. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I hope that y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe out there, and hopefully, you know,
Tyson?
by the time we get out, by the time we're out here, we will have the next anime fighter. So I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.
Now Kaizen joins the stream. Are you serious?
I just sent it to you, Sora. Did you get it? All right. I got you. I just sent it to you.